And we're back with Heather Rath and some roosters in the background. She is in Hawaii working, and it's very, very early. Heather, we're continuing our conversation about strategic planning with the town. We've got a workshop coming up. Is that correct?
Yeah, sorry, I'm laughing about the rooster. Give me a second. Okay. So we have an upcoming strategic planning workshop. This will be occurring on June 25th at 9 a.m. And like all of our meetings with the town, they're both in person and streamed live on the town's YouTube channel. So let me tell you what this is about. Back in February, the new council sat down along with the current council, and they participated in a 2-day strategic planning workshop. Robyn, you and I talked about this. It took place at the West End. And out of that, they narrowed down their priority list. Before the last couple of years, they had anywhere from 13 to 15 priorities. And they told the town manager, Mark Orlando, these are the priorities that we want you to focus on. And they narrowed everything down. And right now we're at 5 priorities. So on June 25th at 9 a.m., Mark and his staff at the town are going to present those priorities along with strategies and tactics associated with each to the town council for their final approval. So what I always like to say is, this is where the rubber hits the road. We've talked, we've planned, and now is the time for action. And now is the time for town council members to give staff specific directions that are clear and consistent with what they would go ahead and vote on to ensure that we are not wasting anybody's time, not wasting our precious tax dollars and our precious resources. So I'm super excited about this June 25th workshop. And I encourage everybody in the community to not only go back and review the 2-day workshop, which you can find online. You can also find action items that took place out of that. That's all on the town website. And then moving forward, engage in this June 25th.
Right. June 25th is a Wednesday. And what time is it, Heather?
It's at 9 a.m. And again, I've seen some folks come to town council recently that have not necessarily been involved in the process of how we got to where we are currently. And so they're asking questions of why are we funding beach renourishment, right? Why are we funding dredging in Harbor Town? Why are we funding, XYZ? I would encourage you to go back and do some research, talk to some of your council members before you come to this workshop, because it will create a more holistic and better picture for everybody.
Okay, great explanation. Good job, Heather. And let's jump over to Alex Brown, who's having a community conversation on the 20th at the rowing club.
Before I jump into that, I wanted to give Patsy and Melinda, sorry, I'm interrupting you. The roosters are going. I can't hear anything. Patsy and Melinda Tenner, so Patsy Bryson, Councilwoman Patsy Bryson, and Councilwoman Melinda Tenner have done a really great job at engaging in community conversations. And so I wanted to give them a shout out and give them some credit for that, because they're the ones that are really talking to their constituents. Alex Brown does these, as we know. He's been doing them. I think he invented them in 2019, 2020. So he's been doing them a long time. He's having one this Friday, the 20th at the Sailing and Rowing Center. It's at 5 p.m. Anybody's invited. You do not have to be part of his ward to be there. And the topic is what's happening with 278 and the corridor, and then also housing. And this comes right before the SIB, the State Infrastructure Bank, which we have talked a lot about, which has, kind of sent our plan for the 278 corridor back and forth a little bit. The SIB will be considering our revised submission from the county to the SIB on June 23rd via Zoom. So there's really interesting that this meeting is occurring on the 20th, and then we'll have the conversation with the SIB on the 23rd.
Okay, so the community conversation is at the Sailing and Rowing Center. What time on Friday, the 20th? 5
5 p.m. this Friday.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
So show out. I think it's going to be a great opportunity to have some dialogue with the community. And
Yeah,
Alex,
and especially to talk about where they are on North Point and
Okay.
Housing in general. I think that it's going to be a great one, and always good to connect with the community and connect with constituents. And I'm super proud of Alex and Patsy and Melinda for doing these community conversations.
Wonderful. Well, Heather, thank you so much for getting up so early to do our news. We really appreciate it. Enjoy
My
your time in
pleasure.
Hawaii. I know you're having fun with family, but you're also working. So we miss you. Thanks.
Well, I miss the island, but one of my greatest joys is being able to be out here for the summer and be able to work with some of the things that my family has done here on the island, and be able to show my kids my upbringing. So
Yes,
it's
very
wonderful.
good. Thanks, Heather.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more news. Don't go away.